Hi everyone, this is Ruchika from Caterpillar Designs, and today we'll be doing a reverse decoupage on glass vase. I'm using some fuzzy cut papers. These are cut from these digital prints which I have designed, and I have cut out all the flowers and all the elements that I needed from these papers. So you can take any print that you like. You can even design them and then put them together. So what we are going to do today is, I've taken this glass vase and we're going to put the peacock design and the flowers from inside the vase, and we'll be using some crackle medium and gold metallic paint, and we'll be using Dixie Belle pink champagne. It's a very soft pink, very soft pink. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut small slits in the peacock, because what is going to happen is when I'm going to put this at the edge, it's going to fold and cause creases. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put some cuts at the bottom of the peacock motif, and then I'm going to apply glue and paste it down. Make sure your glass is absolutely clean. You can just wash them and air dry them, or you can just wipe them with a good cloth. So here I'm just making very small slits, not too big, so that it can fold properly. And you will not be able to see these slits. See how small the slits are. It'll just help us in folding the paper inside the curve. I'll just put this aside. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some glue onto my paper plate. One thing you should always remember is keep all your brushes separate. So I have 2-3 brushes that are only meant for glue. I have 2-3 brushes which are only meant for varnish, and the rest I have all for my paint work. I don't mix my brushes. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking this motif and I'm applying glue over my motif, because we're going to stick this down. Now, if you were doing normal decoupage, you would have applied it on top of the glass. But we are doing reverse decoupage here, because I want that look of a little bit of dimension in my image. So if you can see, I'm not going absolutely at the bottom because it's too curvy and you will not be able to see my motif then. Now make sure you paste it completely onto the glass and there are no bubbles. I'm going to try and take out all the bubbles out while pressing it slowly onto the glass. This might take some time, but do it patiently. Make sure there are no air bubbles inside. I am going to apply this flower motif here. So what I've done is I've just taken out a little bit of the motif from here, because I think if I put this like that, it'll look much better. Again, I'm going to just put this on my paper towel and apply glue on top of the print. Now these are digital prints, and that's why they won't, the color will not run. But if you use Mod Podge over printouts from your inkjet, then the colors start to bleed. So it is always advisable to use digital prints for this. Once again, I'm just pressing it down completely, taking out all the air bubbles. So now that I had taken off the paper from underneath the flowers, the print of the peacock, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and reapply some glue over here and then paste them back. The best part about Mod Podge is that it's transparent glue. It dries transparent, so you will not be able to see the glue. I'm not sticking it right to the edge of the rim because I will be painting this gold. Again, I'm not applying too much of glue. As you can see, there's very little glue on the paper as well. Again, I'm just taking out the air bubbles, if there are any air bubbles. I'm pressing it very, very softly. I'm not using too much of pressure from my hands. So this time I've just put it a little bit away from the motif of the peacock. And now I have small little butterflies, which I want to put here, like, see. They're really tiny fuzzy cuts, but they look very pretty. If you want to work with a tweezer, you can work with the tweezer. If you're more comfortable with that, to pick up these tiny images. And now we'll just let it dry. It'll just dry up in say another 5-10 minutes. So now that my glue has dried, we are going to just seal the insides of the paper with Mod Podge. And wherever I can see paper, I'm just going to apply Mod Podge so that my paper is completely sealed. Make sure all your paper is covered with Mod Podge. Don't apply too much of glue, but just make sure all the edges and everything is covered. We'll just wait for 5 minutes so that the glue is dry. So now that my glue is completely dried, what I'm going to do is, I have this one-step crackle medium. Now what this does is, you have to put it on the base of a color and then put this and then put another color, so it cracks the top paint. So that's what I'm going to use here. Now since I don't have a base color, I don't need a base color in a glass, I'm going to directly put this one step crackle medium onto the glass surface, and then when I put my next color, that's when the cracks will appear. So with the crackle medium, what happens is, the more glue you put, the bigger the cracks are. So for this particular piece, I want my cracks to be nice and big. So I'm applying a generous amount of crackle medium all over. It's a little difficult to see when you're using a glass piece, but once the paint goes on, the cracks will be visible. As you can see, I'm doing it in small strokes so that I get nice big cracks. Now, if you don't have the same company crackle cream, crackle medium, that's okay. You can use any other brand crackle medium. You can just look at it from under the light and you'll be able to see that if you've covered everything or not. Now this is going to take some time to dry. Give it say around about 15 to 20 minutes to air dry on its own. And after that, we are going to use our paint. So now that my vase is completely dry, I had earlier put the crackle medium. Make sure it is actually very dry because we're going to paint over it now. Even if it is slightly tacky, don't paint. Wait till it is completely dried. So what I'm using now is my Dixie Belle Pink Champagne. You can use any color you want. It can be a dark color, it can be a light color, but I am going with this light color right now. Now Pink Champagne is a very light baby pink color, but I think it will go very well with this vase. If you want, you can use a sponge if you like, but I'm okay with using a brush because cracks are going to be formed. And I'm trying to keep my brush strokes as straight as I can and as neat as I can. Now I'm just going to wait for it to crack properly. It should take around about 2 minutes, not more than that. Once it's completely dry, then we are going to apply our last coat of paint, which is going to be in gold, because the gold is going to peek through the cracks and it will look just absolutely stunning. Now can you see how beautifully the cracks have come? See if you can see from inside how the crack looks. Now once again, make sure your paint has dried completely before you apply the last coat of paint. So now that my paint has completely dried from inside, I'm going to use this gold metallic paint. You can use any brand. This is by DecoArt. You can use any brand of metallic paint that you have. Again, you can also use any other color of metallics. It could be gold, it could be copper, it could be silver, any color that goes well with your project. Now with this gold paint, you could need 1 coat or you could need 2 coats. Depends on how pigmented your paint is. With mine, I think I will need 2 coats of paint. Again, you can use a brush, you can use a sponge brush, whatever you're comfortable with. Now another thing you can do is you can also use gold leafing if that's what you want. My gold paint is slightly opaque, so I will have to use 2 to 3 layers maybe, depending. Can you see the color of gold peeping through? It looks beautiful. Now again, give some time for it to really dry before putting another coat. So now that the first layer has completely dried, I'm just going to put another layer of the gold paint. Now the second layer is completely up to you if you want to put it, because again it depends on what type of metallic paint you're using. If your metallic paint is has very strong gold pigments in it, you will not need a second coat. But I thought I did need it, so I gave it a second coat. Now that my work is complete, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put gold leaf on the outside of the vase, because I think it will give a very nice finish and a very rich finish. So I'm going to put gold leaf here as well as here. So I will be using the Speedball metal leaf. It comes with an adhesive of the same brand. So if you don't have this particular brand, you can use any adhesive that is easily available for you for gold leaf. Or if you are not able to get any other adhesive, you can also use Mod Podge as a glue. You just have to remember that the glue has to be tacky while applying the gold leaf. Now this particular adhesive, the glue is very, very thin. So I'm just going to apply a little bit all around the area that I want. Again, here I am going to cover this portion also. It's optional. I just like to have a very finished look for my products. So I am going to apply the gold leaf here as well. Make sure the glue is not runny because this is a thin glue. So if you apply too much, it will become runny. Just make sure it's not runny. Again, wait around about 5 minutes for it to become a little tacky. We don't want it to dry completely. It just has to be a little tacky. And then we will apply the gold leaf. So this is the gold leaf I have. You can use, again, you can use gold leaf from any brand. You don't have to have this particular brand. Now, because the gold leaves are very, very delicate, I'm going to tear it off very delicately and then just apply it on top of my, oops, it's okay. I wanted to apply it right on top, but that's okay. Now I've just taken a dry brush and I am brushing this on top. If there's any place you missed out, it's okay. Just go back, dab it in. I actually like the cracked look more than the smooth look of the gold leaf. So I'm just going to dab it in like this. And it's going to stick to the glass wherever there is glue, and it's going to come off wherever it doesn't have glue. And whatever little pieces that fall off, you can always pick them up again with your brush and reapply. See. Gold leafing is a very simple process and a very beautiful process. I think it just gives your projects that extra oomph. Now you get gold leafing into, you get two types of gold leafing. One, you get a packet of already crushed and mixed bag of gold leaf, in which you'll have the copper, you'll have the silver, you'll have this gold. So you can use that if you want to get all type of different shades, or you can just use one single color. Make sure you brush off the excess. So So now that my bottom portion is done, I'm just going to rub it nicely. Make sure that all the extra gold leaf is removed. So you rub it nicely all over. And now I'm going to just apply it on the rim out here. And now that the rim has become tacky, I'm just applying it over the rim. Again, I will take off the excess. Okay, so now that the gold leafing is done everywhere and you're happy with it, just brush off the extras that are left that have not stuck to the glue. I'm just doing all this with a very, very light hand. See how beautiful that looks. To finish this project, all we need to do is we need to varnish it from inside. I'm not going to varnish it from outside, but I'm going to varnish it from inside because it has paint and everything. On this video, I will not be showing you the varnish because I want it to dry really well. So I'm going to leave it for around 24 hours before I varnish this. But you can use any water-based varnish. I use Minwax polyacrylic varnish. So you can easily use that on this, or you can even use a spray varnish. I mean, it's completely up to you. I hope you like this tutorial and do let me know what you think. If you do like it, please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel, and do hit the bell button so that you are notified whenever I come out with a new tutorial. Once again, thanks for watching.